Oh yeah, he's back in action, little Schmick.
You better believe it, man, dingoes.
Two lies. You know it makes sense.
Fitting well.
So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, guys. Today I'm joined by the human dorsal fin.
Oi, oi.
Looking forward to this one, mate.
Oh, yes.
Mick's been bad, as you know. Been full of flu for a couple of weeks. I've also not been too well, but we're both firing on all cylinders. We're going for a camp in some spooky woods. It's the site of prehistoric burial grounds, believe it or not. I didn't even know this till a friend told us about it, and then I've done a little bit of research and it was right. 1911 I think it was, there was the remains of a 20-something-year-old adult and a 6-year-old child, prehistoric remains. There was also like axe, something that was used for an axe and for like arrowheads and things like that. So yeah, pretty interesting. I've actually got a couple of friends who camped in these woods quite a few years ago, and they vowed never to go back. They said there was some weird shit going on. So me and the little dingo man, we're gonna brave it tonight. We've got plenty of drinks, whiskey, some nice food to cook. So we're not scared of anything spooky, are we? You better believe we're not, man, dingoes. Okay then, guys, I will bring you back when we get a little bit closer. You better believe I will. Ah. Ah, well, Mick, we haven't got time for messing about, mate. With your little toy cars, or what was it, toy tractor? Right through that gap, Mick, I think. Be careful not to lose you in the long grass, mate. Go down this track a bit there. So there's the woods down there, guys, that we're heading to. So we're in the farmers' fields. We're on private property, really. We shouldn't be here. We should be okay. Once we go in them woods, we're laughing. Get a can straight away, Mick.
Oh, yes.
You know it makes sense. Try not to fall over, mate. I think we're gonna have to cut through the grass in a second, which is hard work for Mick. As you can see, the grass is nearly the height of Mick. He'll manage though. Why, you're some Ed Stafford. So at the woods, guys, no one around, just looking for the best place to go in because it looks like it's surrounded by nettles. As you can see, So we'll have to walk around the side here, Mick. Inside there, I've been reading, it's like on a mound, like a little hill. And that set of woods over there is pretty much the same. But these ones are a bit bigger. So we've chose the bigger woods. Hopefully there's a decent spot we can put the tent up in. Can I get through here? It's like a jungle for Mick down there. You know what I'm talking about. Once we get in, I think we'll just sit around, we'll have a can, and after about half an hour, if the landowner or the farmer hasn't came over, then we should be okay. And then we'll get set up. Anyway, Howie, let's find a weir in. This looks about the best way in, guys. Too right, is it? Nowhere here to get the tent. We'll have to go further in. Just check on Mick. Where's he at? Oh, he's fell out. You alright, mate? Oh, good. Careful. What happened? Are you some Johnny Knoxville? Eh? Aye, there's loads of nettles, mate. Just Mick to fall over. Alright, son? Bonnie lad. This looks about the best spot, guys, and it's not great. Somewhere around here. We'll have to try and make it work. Here he is, the fall guy. Okay, guys, we're going to look for a decent spot. Get these bloody bags off. Whew. It's really warm. We'll have a can first, eh? We'll have a can while we're looking for a spot. Like I say, if the farmer or the landowner doesn't come over, that'll ding dang do for me in this little mandingo. Bring it back in a winnet. Right. So that's the tent up, folks. Nice little spot we've getting. Me and Mick, we just moved all the shite away with our feet. Probably sit in this area with our little seats. We've still got to set all the rest of our gear up yet. Our air beds and sleeping bags and all that shite. But we just thought we'd have a little can dingo, a little can of whiskey and coke. Cheers, Mick.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Oh, thought I was having a spooky experience already. I heard like some rumbling going on, and then I realised it was just Mick dropping his guts again. I'm in for a rough night tonight, guys. You know what I'm talking about. He's only went and had, what have you had? Curry for your dinner? Chicken tikka masala? Dear me. Bring you back soon, guys, when we've got everything set up. Nice. Mick's just setting his gear up. He's blowing his airbed up and laying all his stuff out. So I thought I'd just have a little walk around. I think we're getting about the best spot there. I'm not moving now, that'll have to do. Yeah, like I was saying earlier on there about me friends that camped here years ago. It must have been a good over 20 years ago. And I can still remember them camping here. And they were telling us about some spooky shit that happened. Footsteps they were hearing and just like an eerie feeling. If you know what I'm talking about, Mandingos. See, now I'm really skeptical about stuff like that. Ghosts and spooky stories and things like that. You know, I'm not really a believer. So I kind of took it with a pinch of salt when they were telling us it. But after somebody else that I know told us about these woods and the land around was the site of a prehistorical burial ground, and there's been bones found and stuff like that. It's made us think back to what my friend said years ago, because I didn't know that then. So you know what I mean, it makes you think. I'm still not a believer, so I'm not worried. Oh, you bugger, nearly fell over. Yeah, but it does make you think, you know, what if they did hear something? To be honest, if anyone comes walking through here later on and sees me and the little dingo man getting smashed, it'll be them that shits the cell, not us. Anyway, I think Mick's set up. Looks like he's sitting on his seat. Let's get over and let's get a canned dingo. I've got a right thirst on now. Howie. Nice can of Madry. Lovely jubbly.
Oh yes.
2 rides at the dingo. I'm going to show you our setup soon. Our sleeping area, you know, and all our food and drink. But we had a right thirst on, so we thought we'll have a nice can first, sit and chill out, and then we'll show you our shite. Well, Mick, while we're sitting here enjoying this can, we might as well answer a little question, eh? Why not? The question is, and there's a few people ask me this, what got Mick into the great outdoors? How did Mick start doing it? Well, when I first started the YouTube channel, the older Chris, Cowboy Chris, he came out with me on the very first one. Bear in mind, I wasn't trying to start a channel and gain loads of subscribers and stuff like that. I only had this shitty old camera that was about 30-year-old. That was only really good for taking photos. There was a little bit video on my first few videos, but it's nearly all like photos, I think, on the first one or the first 2.
Yeah.
And anyway, I'm going off track already, talking shite. The older Chris came out on the first one, but then he buggered off. He left the factory where we work at, and he went down south to work with asbestos. So then I asked Mick, I said, Mick, do you fancy coming over the lakes? You know, like hiking and all that? We were just sleeping in the back of the old rusty John Claude Van Sexual then, but Mick jumped at the chance. As long as
I'll give it a try. After that, I absolutely loved it.
Absolutely love it.
Aye.
There you go, man dingoes. Mick just said to me, I cannot keep up with you, Chris, but if you slow down, I says,
Get me on pace. Right.
exactly, mate. Go your own pace. We were just, like I say, we were just sleeping in the back of the van, so it wasn't like we were stressing about carrying big bags and setting tents up in bad weather. We started doing that like later on, you know, because I haven't been like wild camping and stealth camping for years and years and years. It's something I've only just getting into the last like 3 years, something like that. I mean, I used to camp out years ago when I was a young'un, things like this.
Before I was really young.
Aye, camping in like local woods or down the beach and stuff like that. But since I started camping in the Lake District and Northumberland and just all this stealth camping stuff. It's absolutely fantastic, and I'm over the moon that Mick came along and he's part of it. So
it's a good experience as well.
It's class, isn't it?
Different places.
Sitting having a drink,
drinking,
talking shite, having a laugh. I love it. I absolutely love it when little Mick comes out. I love it when the two Chris's come out as well. We have a right scream, but I really, really love it, and I know you guys love it as well when the little Mandingo comes out.
Oh yes.
His favourite hobby before was getting smashed on the drink 7 days a week, wasn't it? I know I've told you this before, but we've got a lot of new subscribers who haven't heard this. Mick was on the drink 7 days a week before, and it got to a point where, to cut a long story short, he ended up seriously ill in Newcastle Hospital. You were in Sunderland Hospital first, weren't you?
Sunderland for a week, couldn't do nothing in Sunderland. Was sent to Newcastle for 2 weeks.
There you go, and he was in Sunderland Hospital.
Hospital altogether.
1 week in Sunderland, 2 weeks in Newcastle.
3 weeks altogether.
Now, if you're not from the area, and you won't realise, our local hospitals, Sunderland, and Newcastle's more of a, I hate to say it, Newcastle's got some better things than us, haven't they? So their hospital's like more capable of looking after someone really, really poorly, and that's where Mick ended up, in Newcastle Hospital. So this, for Mick now coming out, it's opened up like a whole new door for him, really. A whole new dorsal fin for the human dorsal fin. You know what I mean, Mandingos? Anyway, I am talking absolute shit, and I've only had a couple of cans, so prepare yourself tonight, guys. Me and this little Mandingo, we're going to be talking shite. Yeah, anyway, we'll cut that now, Mick. I'll bring you back in a second, and I'll show you all our shit. Right. Okay then, folks, time to show you mine and little Mick's setup for tonight. You can see that's where we're sitting. The old bin diesels there for all our shite. Let's have a quick look in the tent. I'm on the left as usual. You know my stuff, guys. I use the same shite every week. Got the foil mat down, my red Berghaus sleeping mat, my old stinking sleeping bag. Mick's got his little mat down there, his little mat goss, his cheap sleeping bag, which has done the job for you, hasn't it, Mick? You've had that a good couple of years, mate. You've getting your money's worth out of it. I've got my Baghdad shoved in the corner there. Mick's bag will go down the bottom. Obviously, his legs don't reach all the way down, so he chucks his bag down there later on. Okay then, guys, time to show you our food and drink. We've got some peri pork chops for later on, and with that we've got some peri lice, which has been kindly given to me from my good friend Uncle Bensky Bates, International Playboy, Bunny Baller Insurance and British Gas Price of far too high on Lifetime Achievement Awards, Mandingo. Oh yeah! We've got some snacks. We've got continental, which way am I saying that, Mick? Continental meats. We've got a packet of each. We've got a packet of Brown's biltong each. Check out the link, guys, in the video description. Click that link. That'll take you through to their website. Remember to use the code Mandingo for your discount. You know it makes sense. We've also got some of these pork bites with barbecue sauce inside. We've got a packet of jammy Father Dougals. Is that it for snacks? I think it is. Right, for drinks, we have got a half bottle of Airstone single malt Scotch whisky. That's been kindly given to us from a legend by the name of Rich Wright. Cheers, Rich, my man friend. Me and the human dorsal fin will drink that. I think we'll have a little shot soon, just to get us in the mood. Cans, what have we got? We've got 4 cans of Thatcher's. Lovely jubbly. Mick has brought us out 4 pint cans of Bloodweiser. We've got some water there in case we fancy a coffee. We're not going to be drinking any coffee, are we? Maybe we'll have one in the morning. I think that's it, Mick. I think I've covered everything there. So, we're going to have a little shot of whiskey now, just to put us in the mood, guys. Then we're going back on the Candingos. Ho, ho, yes. You know what I'm talking about, Mick.
Right, you do.
And you know it makes total sense.
Right.
Oh, yes. Time for another Candingo Mandingo?
Oh, yeah.
You better believe it is. Lysicles. Alright, Mandingos. Me and my little man friend were just sitting chilling, enjoying a few Candingos. I might as well answer another question. This is like a continuation of a question I done last week. The question was, right, what YouTube channels inspired me? God, slur me words, Mick. You can tell that whiskey's taking effect already. We've had a few whiskies. What YouTube channels inspired me to start my own channel, and also what YouTube channels are we currently watching? You know, what YouTube channels do we enjoy watching at this moment now that I haven't named before? If I do name something and I've named them before, I'm sorry, guys. We've had a few cans and we've had a few whiskies and we're not thinking straight. Anyway, right. What channels inspired me? I'm talking about before I was even thinking about starting my own channel. Well, when I first started hiking in the Lake District and I was typing in on YouTube, Lake District hiking, because I was just looking to go on YouTube and find some routes to walk, see where people park their cars and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about. One of the first ones I found, and I fell in love with his channel straight away, was Andy Wardle. Andy Wardle from Newcastle. Well, I don't exactly think he's from Newcastle. He might be from like outside of Newcastle, but I know he's a Newcastle fan. Boo. We're Sunderland fans. But look, this channel's not about football or politics or anything like that. It's about camping and having a good time. And Andy Wardle has got a fantastic channel. When I started watching him, like I say, I was only just looking for hiking at the time, but Andy's like a serious wild camper. You know, he goes out in all sorts of weathers, and watching him, as well as watching stuff like MCM Outdoors, which I've mentioned in like last week's video. When I watched Andy Wardle, that made me think, this is for me, this like, I need to get out wild camping on them hills with the little Mandingo and the 2 Chris's. So yeah, Andy Wardle. I'll leave it, everything I'm going to say now, guys, I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video. So if you want to check their brilliant channels out, you can do so. Who else? Oh yeah, Haze Outdoors. You've watched Haze Outdoors as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Haze Outdoors, the Yorkshireman. I told Mick about Haze Outdoors about a year ago. I've watched them for about 5 years now. But Mick's hooked on his channel now. He's always watching them. He's absolutely fantastic. He's from, well, I think he's originally from Whitby on the Yorkshire coast. But honestly, he does anything you can think of that's hiking You're talking like the coast to coast stuff, hiking up in the Scottish Highlands, all over the Lake District, all over Wales, you know, like Snowdonia. Haze Outdoors, he's done it all. If you're watching my channel now, you'll probably already know who he is. But if you don't, check him out. I'll leave a link for his channel as well. He's an absolute legend, you know, when it comes to hiking and wild camping. Another one that inspired us is a guy from Canada called Joe Robinets. He is just he's on another level. He is on another level. I'm slurring my words, man, dingoes. Fantastic. Yeah, he goes out in his canoe with no food. He's got to basically catch his own fish and cook it, or he's going to starve. It's you know, you think we're out camping and we're cooking a bit Uncle Bensky beats rice, and you're thinking that's, oh God, Chris and Mick's out, the legends, the camping. No, we're not. Joe Robinets, he's a legend. He's a legend when it comes to camping and wild camping and stuff like that. So check his channel out, Joe Robinets from Canada. He is the real deal, man, dingoes. Right, Mick. So now we're talking about channels on YouTube that we're currently watching. I'm trying to think of channels that we're watching now but haven't named before. If I have named them before, guys, I'm sorry. I can't remember everything I've spoke about in previous videos. Plus, you know, we're always getting smashed, so me brain's a bit foggy. One I'm watching now, and I always watch, is The Outdoors with Tony Noble. What a channel that is. I think he only reached like 1,000 subscribers the other week. This guy should be on about 50,000 subscribers. His channel is top notch. He's got all the best gear. He's got all the best cameras. His footage is absolutely tremendous. It's professional. Not like this shit that I put out. You know, I think we gain a lot of subscribers, Mick, just off talking shit and having a good time, which I appreciate you guys subscribing. But Tony's channel is really professional, and he's a great lad. He's a northern lad. He's from the northwest of England. Yeah, so check Tony Noble's channel out, guys. You can't go wrong with his channel. It's really, really good, and he's a great guy.
Now what's Davy Crangle's?
Davy Crangle. Aye, a lad we know. Crangle. Yeah, a lad that's friends with us, Davy Crangle. Good shout there, Mick. Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's a good one. Davy Crangle. Well, he's actually our mate. He works in the same factory as me and Mick and the two Chris's. Well, his channel's not called Davy Crangle. It's DC Outdoors, isn't it? DC Outdoors. I'll leave a link to his channel and all, guys, like I will with every other one. Yeah. Well, when I first started my channel, I think Davy was about the fourth and the fifth video we did. When you were out with me, yeah. On my fourth and it's either my third and fourth video or my fourth and fifth video, I can't remember. Davy, he was on that video, but he's got his own channel that he started at the same time as me, and it's top quality hiking in the Lake District. You know, he's a great lad. He's an absolutely fantastic lad. Like I said, he works in this. I'm talking shit now, aren't I? He works in the same factory as me and Mick and the two Chris's. DC Outdoors. Check that channel out, guys. Great channel, and he's a great lad. Right, can we think of right? Can we think of one more? Because my mind has gone blank. Who I'm watching now? I've had Tony Noble, Davy Crangle. Yeah, a guy from America, guy from the States, camping with Sam Bananas. I know he's mentioned me not long ago in one of his videos, and that's much appreciated. If you're watching this, Sam, cheers, my man friend. Camping with Sam Bananas. It's a brilliant channel. He's a great lad. He's always got a smile on his face when he's camping, like me and like little Mick. Check his channel out. There you go. Camping with Sam Bananas. Great channel. That's enough of us talking shit. However then, time for a whiskey. Time for a whiskey, Mick?
Oh yes.
You know it makes sense. Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Schmickel, dorsal, Finley queer. Ready for another can, mate?
Aye, mate, aye.
Too like shiku.
Certainly are. Right.
I think we'll have a little shot of whiskey first, mate, eh?
Yes, well.
Oh. Pardon me. Oh God, them cans of cider are really gassy. Just come for a little walk around, guys, just to stretch my legs. My little man friend, little Mick, he's just chilling. He's quite happy just sitting there, guys. I'm used to hiking when I go wild camping. I'm used to hiking in the hills, so I'm just stretching my legs. Yeah, but this has been absolutely fantastic. I'm over the moon. Little Mick is out with me camping tonight. It's making it one of the best camps ever, honestly. I know on camera little Mick is very quiet and it's hard to get him to crack on, but believe you me, Mandingos, when the camera's off, he's good banter. Little Schmick, we're having a really good time. I hope you are enjoying watching this video, my fansexuals. It's brilliant. Nothing better than camping with good friends. I know this is supposed to be a haunted woods or a scary woods. Well, shit like that doesn't bother me. Even little Mick's not too bothered, you know. We've heard stories. It was me. I mean, I was the one that was saying earlier on, you know, people I know camped here years ago and it's supposed to be scary. And then another friend I told you about said, check it out on Google, Chris Mandingo. It's like an ancient burial ground and there's been bones found here. Shit like that doesn't scare me, guys. Honestly, my nana always used to say to me, it's not the dead that'll hurt you, it's the living. And honestly, I'll always go by that, guys. Anyway, I'm talking absolute shite as usual, guys. You know the score on the Blood Outdoors show. Right, however then, let's get back up there. It's time for another whiskey. For me and Schmick. Oh, Jesus Christ. Because these lights are shining in my eyes, I can't see what I'm doing ahead of myself. Right, I'll bring you back when I get out there. You better believe I will. Lice. Okay then, Schmick. It's 12:30 at night. Are we going to go in soon, mate?
Aye, there's one, mate.
Let's get in the old Tendingo and do the world famous
Whiskey with you.
The world famous whiskey with you.
You know it makes absolute sense.
Why, you're some lyrical genius. Why, you're some Philip Schofield.
Aye.
Well, time for another whiskey, Schmick.
Oh yes.
You better believe it. And you know it makes sense. Oh God, I'm stumbling. Well, you're some Tom
Nothing
Cruise.
wrong with that.
Sell us your sex appeal. Whisky time. Time to get in, Mick.
I'm actually sick bag on.
Sell us your arse crack.
Will buy me arse crack? No, I won't buy arse.
Oh, nothing wrong with your arse, mate.
Fat arse, sunshine.
Nothing wrong with your arse, mate. Nice and juicy.
Oh yes.
You better believe it, Mick.
You better believe it is now. Just a man,
Better have a big arse than no arse, mate.
Right. Extra protection on this fucking fat arse.
Exactly. Nice and comfortable to sit on. Why, you're some Brad Pitt. Sorted, mate?
My name is Nick Gannon. This is still warm. Warm anyways.
It is warm, isn't it? Right, I'm coming in now. Oh yeah. You know what time it is, Mandingos. Whisky time. And this is what I've got this time. Airstone Sea Cask Edition Single Malt Scotch Whisky. Kind of given to us from a legend by the name of Rich Wright. Cheers, Rich, my man friend.
Cheers, Rich. Yeah.
You know it makes total sense. Got the old famous cup dingo up, and let's get that poured in there. Schmickarooble. Whoop. Try not to knock that cup over. There we go. Do you want the first sniff? Go on, Schmick. People ask you to have the first gag, and I'll let you have the first go. You know it makes sense. What are you getting, a Schmickarooble?
Get buttery.
Buttery, mate?
Buttery.
Anything else?
Toffee.
A little bit toffee.
Aye.
I'll be the judge of that, Mandingo. Oh yeah, I'm getting that toffee thing straight away. Good shout, Schmick. Well done. You're getting more use of the whiskey, aren't you? Yeah, I can see what you mean by buttery. It's very smooth in the old baker ruble. And I'm definitely getting that toffee smell about it. It smells like it's going to be a good one, doesn't it? That's enough of the sniffing, Mandingos. Let's get on with the tasting. Lysicles. Oh, very sweet and sugary. I'm getting a strong brown sugar taste there, guys. Yeah, and that toffee's coming through now, Mick. Like a lovely caramel and toffee thing going on. You get to taste that, my little man friend. Rice. Very nice indeed.
I'm getting a bit of cinnamon.
Yeah.
Cinnamon taste.
I was just trying to, I'll be honest, I was trying to cheat there, and I was trying to have a quick look at the bottle. But
Cinnamon.
it's the real deal in the Blood Outdoors show. You're right, Mick. It has got a big cinnamon thing going on. Cinnamon with a lovely spicy but not too spicy oak thing going on. I know we say like spicy oak on a lot of these whiskies. That's because a lot of whiskies, they're made very similar.
But sometimes they can have an oak taste and it can be, you know, bang average and it can be shite. But this is like a quality, nice, spicy oak thing going on. Oh yes, and a nice little bit of cinnamon, just like the little dingo man said. Go on, Schmick, you get another taste of that. See if you get anything else. Don't feel pressured, mate. Don't feel pressured. You just say what you think. What do you reckon? Anything else there?
I'm just getting the cinnamon, mate.
You're getting the nice cinnamon?
Nice cinnamon.
Well, that's good enough. You're getting a lovely whisky with a little bit of an oak, a little bit spices, a little bit oak and some nice cinnamon. And that is good enough for these two mandingos. Airstone single malt Scotch whisky. It ain't going to win any awards, is it, Mick? I'm slurring my words. We've had a few drinks, guys. We're slurring our words. It ain't going to win any awards for the best whisky in the world, but it ain't going to be the worst whisky either.
Definitely not.
No, it's got some nice flavours. We're talking shit, but I'm going to give it a half decent 6.6 out of 10 mandingos. Mick, what's your score, my little man friender?
I would give it a 6.3 out of 10.
Why, you're some lyrical genius. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this week's whisky review. Me and Schmick are absolutely wrecked. We're now gonna sit and chill out and
try to shut the eye in a bit.
Yeah. No, we're gonna cook our food soon. I'll bring you mandingos back in a minute. You know what I'm talking about. This is serious stealth camping rice.
Good morning, mandingos. Oh, little Mick.
Good morning.
Oh, there's his guts away. Dear me. Oh, God. You don't want to know how many farts he's been doing during the night, guys. There's been no spooky experiences in these woods. Probably's they're staying away because they don't want to come near Mick's arse. Oh, God. Apologies, my fansexuals. I've done it again. We've crashed out before we've eaten our food, but don't worry, because I am hungry. So I'm going to cook my food soon. Do you want your food cooking as well, Mick?
I'm not hungry, mate.
You're not hungry? Well, Mick can take his home. I'm going to cook my food and I'm going to have it for my breakfast. Yeah, we've getting in the tent. We've done the whiskey review. We're just lying around talking shite as usual. Relaxing, you know, and just enjoying the camp. And then we've just crashed out. But yeah, I'm going to have my food. First, we're going to make a coffee. So I will bring you legends back in a minute. See you very soon. Right. Nice. Lovely jubbly. Just what you need first thing in the morning. Nice hot caramel cappuccino, guys. Good old Jurgen Coffee. Oh, lovely morning. We've had a great camp. Yes, we fell asleep again without cooking the food, but that's no big deal. I'm going to cook mine in a minute. We were hoping last night for some sort of spooky experience.
You know, after being told off my friends 20-something year ago when they had a bit of a spooky encounter here. But no, was there?
Yeah.
Nothing scary at all. It's just, it's not really something I believe in anyway, like I've told you already. And we were just chilled out. You're going to get little noises in the woods, and you think someone's like walking around and standing like on a stick. Sometimes you do that and you're like, oh God, what was that? But it's out. Yep, it was absolutely fantastic camp. Just what we needed. I know there'll be people out there who are saying, well, it's not really a serious stealth camp, is it? You know, you're not like hiding behind a building. Well, it was still a stealth camp. We're on private property, you know, we're on private land. We shouldn't be here. And we could have been spotted coming in, and we could have been told, you know, you'll have to move on, lads, you're not at the camp there. Plus, we're just trying to mix things up. You don't want to be hiding behind a building every week, or you don't want to be in the woods every week, or in the Lake District every week. I try and mix things up, guys, so every video is a little bit different. Next week, I think I might be over in the Lake District with the two Chris's. If that doesn't come off, I'll be out stealth camping. But if I am stealth camping, I'll be doing a stealth camp completely different to this one, just to try and keep things fresh for you absolute legends. Oh, well, I'm going to cook my food in a minute, and I've got a funny feeling when Mick smells my food, he's going to want his cooking as well. Bring you back in a few seconds, guys.
Oh, matron.
Right, folks, there's the peri-peri pork chop, popped in the old pansexual.
The old pansexual.
So that's the pork chop, well and truly cooked. Let's get the lice with mushrooms on. Peri-peri lice with button mushrooms. Nearly done. Well guys, I've made this and I've tried to offer it to little Mick, but he's just not hungry, are you?
Yeah.
So Mick's going to take his home. He'll have it for his tea later on, or his supper tonight. You don't know what you're missing, mate. Peri peri pork chop with peri peri lice and some button mushrooms in there. What a breakfast, eh? Fantastic. Mmm. A little bit fatty.
That smells nice, though.
Tastes lovely, mate. Beautiful. Put that in the bin diesel. What a way to start the morning. Fantastic. Well guys, while I'm sitting munching away on this, I'm going to take this chance now to say a massive, big, fat thank you to everyone who has supported the Blot Outdoor Show this last week. Like I always say, guys, it's so kind of you. You really don't have to. I know I put the link in the comment section for you to buy us a coffee, but honestly, you really don't have to. Just you, absolute legends, watching my little channel, giving us a thumbs up and leaving a comment, that's enough for me. But if you have gone out your way and you have bought us a coffee, I want to say a massive, ginormous thank you to you, absolute legends. It's very much appreciated. There's your names down there, guys, and down there. I think that's where I'm going to put them on the screen anyway. Yeah. Cheers. What's that? Oh. Squash bug on my hand. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Really do appreciate it more than you ever know. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my pork chop breakfast. Mick's going to have his when he gets home.
Oh, yes.
That's lovely with the mushrooms in, Mick. Yeah. Once again, thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to finish this off and I'll bring you back in a minute when we're getting packed away. Right. Well, folks, that's it. We're all packed up. That's my bag there ready to put on my back. The old bin diesel. Got all our shite in there. The human dorsal fin is ready to go. Hopefully he doesn't fall over again, making his way through the long grass. As you can see, guys, that's where our tent was. We've left no litter. We've picked everything up and a few of the bits and pieces that wasn't ours. Okay then, Schmick.
Oh, yes.
Ready to go, mate?
Oh, yes.
To lie shiku. Sell as your balance. That's it, mate. Oh, God. That's it. We're out. The spooky, not very spooky, woods.
Spit of Bear Grylls. That's it, guys. That's the end of this week's stealth camping video. I hope you enjoyed it. You have a good time, Mick?
It's been class.
Been a good one. Been a good change. We don't normally camp in the woods. We were hoping for something spooky to happen, weren't we? We were thinking, oh, how we see if we can get a bit of a spooky experience. But it wasn't to be. It was nice and relaxed and chilled out. And we're not going to fake shit just to get extra views. That's not what this channel's all about, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it anyway, even though it wasn't spooky. Next week I'll be back out. I'll either be in the Lake District or I'll be back on another stealth camp. I'm not too sure yet, guys. So either way, I'll be out. Remember to tune in next Sunday for my next camping video. During the week, next week, I'm going to make something while I'm away on holiday with Mrs. Blot and Little Blot. Hopefully it's not too long before this little legend is back out camping with me again.
Oh yes.
Hopefully he's fitting well, because it was great fun having Mick with me last night, as it always is. Well, guys, that's it. If you enjoyed it, please give me and Mick a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I do read every one. And tell people about the Blot Outdoor Show if you don't mind, guys. It'll be very much appreciated. You better believe it will.
Right.
I'm just watching someone walking past there. That's it, guys. See you later. See you next week. Right.
Right.
Oh, matron.